Hello and welcome to the stream. Welcome to World Ember. Welcome to everything that's going on. I don't want to alarm anyone, but things have changed slightly. And for people who've been around for a while, they're more like they used to be. It's a magical thing. I'm in my office again. I'm very excited to actually be in my office again. I am trying out the new desk chair, which seems to be working fine. I'm in high def, so apologies for all this. Uh, you can now see all of my stuff. Everything is here. I do apologize for the lighting. Usually I would do like crazy mood lighting in here, but we had a really bad power outage that led to a really bad power surge, and that light is dead and we cannot resuscitate it. I have its body in my hand right here. And that light, while it is working, will no longer change color. So you get to deal with me in all natural color and high definition. Sorry. Hi. All right. I am not alone today. I am joined by the wonderful, the amazing Megan McCarthy.
Hello.
The phenomenal, the maker of that painting right there, Laura Nettles. It feels weird being back in here. Like, it feels good, but it feels weird. I was telling
Change
Megan,
is always weird.
I was telling Megan before we got started, like the craziest thing about this new chair is I cannot slouch in it at all. So there may be back pain tonight, which is okay. I should have better posture than I do. I recognize this, but this is like a 1950s war surplus desk chair that my father found at a yard sale. It's like solid metal construction. It doesn't have any of the like little levers and things to move things. No, there's a giant screw. And at the bottom of it, if you need to raise the chair, you have to unscrew the seat up, or screw the chair down to get it to be higher or lower. Other than that, it does not move. Nothing moves. It has no give. I feel very supported. And at the same time, very much like, yes, sir. Hi. How are you doing today? Very at attention. But I have worked back here a couple times and it was not catastrophic. So hopefully that continues to be the case. How is everybody else doing today?
My
Pretty
camera's
good.
totally possessed.
Yes, it is. It fits with your genre, though, so.
It does. It is World Ember time for anybody who is playing along. Have I written at all since we last streamed? Well, that is an ecumenical matter. I have written 1,005 emails to people. I have done a lot of planning, and I have completely set up a whole new thing over on the Creations Paths channel and whatnot. So, yes, I have written a lot. Have I written anything for World Ember? No. Hopefully that changes today. Hopefully I can get some words. I have my article open right there. I can see it. And hopefully today that changes. And I can actually get some words in, because I would like to hit the 10K at least for the month. But there's been so much going on. Not to mention the illness that I had last week. And by the way, for everybody who sent nice thoughts, thank you. I am doing better. I'm doing fine. My brain is still very smooth. Very, very smooth like baby. But you gotta just move on. What is everybody else working on? What is everybody doing today? How is Royal Street Bread Quest?
I am working on my next. It's not quite an essay. It's a something for my Substack. It's a newsletter, and it's not quite a newsletter. I don't know what to call it. It's a thing, an instructional thing that I'm going to be sharing later in December. But my next Substack comes out tomorrow, in case anyone would like to sign up and get it in their inbox instead of waiting to click on the link that I shared.
I need to try to force Nightbot to work with YouTube again because it does not want to.
Mm.
Like every time I connect it, it decides everyone is bad and like basically pops up a thing going, I think I should ban all of these people. And it's like, no, they're the regular like people that chat. Like, why are you what? No, Nightbot, what? What is wrong with you, Nightbot?
Everything.
Everything. If you did, because I just want to hit exclamation point purple and put your link tree in, but I can't. It was my long way around to saying that. So if you did want to throw a link in, go ahead and feel free.
Sure.
How are you doing, Laura?
I'm alive. Yeah.
This is a good
That's
thing.
good.
Tired. Working the day job. Could really go to bed early.
Here we go. The link is in the chat.
The link is in the chat. I do understand now why people that are on Substack just refer to it as I wrote a Substack, because it is kind of an essay, it's kind of a newsletter, it's kind of just like a hey dudes, what's up? It's kind of it's all things to all people. It's kind of a blog post. It's I do understand the nomenclature around it now. Hello, cool gamer. How are you doing today? And thank you. I noticed that your logo is that the Windows 10 logo
instead of Android.
Ah, it's interesting to go with the Windows. My mortal enemy. Hello, CB. How are you doing today? You still have internet for right now. Should be getting cut off tomorrow, and accessibility for the next week as of tomorrow. So I believe you are
moving
in the process of moving, hopefully to a place that you like better and that works better for you. So
yes.
There's nothing worse than having to move and then move and then move and then move and then move. Like the true miracle of Brian and I's relationship is not surviving the various financial crises that we have survived or some of the other things. It's that in the first 3 years we were together, we lived in I think 6 different places because for various reasons.
Oh man, that's a lot.
Well, we would have an apartment and then they would decide, oh, we're not going to allow pets anymore, so get rid of your pets. And so, no, we're not getting rid of our pets. Let's just move. Or there was the one apartment complex that kept getting flooded by raw sewage.
Ew.
And they were like, it's fine. You'll be fine. I'm like, no, not fine. We're going to move again. It was just one crisis after another. And surviving a move is hard just personally. But when two of you have to keep packing and unpacking and packing and unpacking and packing and unpacking, as well as finding places in that short a period of time, that is the miracle of our relationship, that we survived, that it made it past that period. Because that's a lot of, seriously, I don't, because he didn't like my large mug collection because I have a problem and I have one even back then. It's like, do we really need all of these coffee cups? Yes, every single one of them. Are you going to wrap them up in newspaper this time? Yes, I will do that. Okay, I'm not touching them again. Okay, it's fine. I'll take care of the coffee cups. Nobody needs this many coffee cups. I'm going to throw a party and prove you wrong. And I did. Thank you. That makes me smile. Hello, Jen. How are you doing today?
Hello.
Hopefully things are going well and the HD is not too jarring. It's really bothering me. Every time I look down, it's like, why is everything so crisp? It's I feel like there's something wrong with my camera because I'm not using that one, I'm using that one. I also feel very small.
Yes, and I am much taller now.
Because unlike normally where I was using my laptop camera out there, the actual camera is further than arm's length. It's still 2 inches from my finger to the camera.
It's way more than 2 inches for me.
Full arm extension. But I can do the finger waggle again very successfully and in high def. So yeah, trade-offs. They are what they are. Back to the permanent address.
Nice.
Around the corner, it has a bus.
Woo!
That is the greatest thing.
That is essential.
our bathroom technically has a bath. Like technically, like if you like your ankles being very wet, it has a bath. If you like the rest of your body getting wet, it does not. Like it is very shallow. Like it's too deep to be called a shower, but it is not deep enough to be called a tub. Like I don't know that you could even like put a baby in it. Like the baby would be like, I am a giant in this little bitty thing. Don't like it. Hello, Jules. How are you
Hello.
doing? I hope the end of your stream worked well. I had to rush off because I realized I had not figured out what I was going to do for lunch and had to run around. I ended up making myself cheesy nutritional yeast and mushroom ramen because I had all of those ingredients and miss out on the college experience that I never had. I guess it was tasty. Oh, no more having to boil water. Ah, yeah. So I'm very happy that it hasn't spread down to us yet, but something happened on the border of Illinois, and a boil water order has been spreading through Illinois to the east and through Missouri to the west and kind of down south of it. And it hasn't reached us yet, but I don't know what bad thing happened to the water supply.
Oh no.
But I've noticed every day they're adding more counties to the boil water, and it's
Oh
like
dear.
coming towards us. So, sorry, when I see boil water, I'm a little right now because that they're not good at letting us know when we should do things. Yeah, feel that. Your daughter's bathroom has one of those deep tubs. Oh, the jets. Oh my goodness. So before we moved here, when we were living in California, the in-laws took us out to visit Lake Tahoe, and they rented this place that each room. Their room had one, and our room had one. One of these giant, like they weren't like round like a hot tub. They were basically a two-person hot tub in each room, and
Oh wow.
so we basically had adjoining rooms with like connected into a kitchen area that we shared in common. And I have to say, when I wasn't forced to go outside and do the sightseeing, I may have just been sitting in that hot tub, just like this is life. This is my everything. Yes, yes. Why doesn't every living room have a hot tub so you can just watch TV and feed it the bubbles? You should always be able to feed it the bubble just while watching the TV. Like this just seems natural. How is this not naturally a thing?
Jules suggested devil's food cake cupcakes. There we go.
Ooh.
I don't know why that was so difficult to say, but man, that was like a tongue twister for my tongue.
That sounds yummy. That sounds all the yummy. Your parents have one of those stuff. Oh,
That's just
I
a
love.
waste. I would totally use it. I love like tubs.
Mm-hmm. My grandfather Dorset had, and we don't know what happened to it because it disappeared while we were at the funeral. So somebody stole it. He had one of those giant wrought iron tubs.
Who steals a tub?
Oh, you'd be surprised. Like family funerals are a thing. Like everybody makes sure that they're seen at the funeral because they have other people doing shady things in the background to make sure they get what they want. Like family funerals are a thing, and I don't like them. But yeah, while we were all at the funeral, somebody came and took this giant, gorgeous wrought iron tub. It had beautifully like white enamel, had the cute little footsies on it to hold it up off the ground. Like you could go swimming in this tub. It was
Nice.
and I don't know where it ended up, but it was not with us. Too impatient to wait for it to fill. Yeah, I can understand that. I can understand that. That's why you like started going. Well, you do like your basics, like a little bit of your face stuff, trim your nails, brush your hair out so that it doesn't get all terribly tangled when you're washing it. You know, the basics. And then you look over and you go, oh, magic water. That's my solution. Because
Well, and you have to get your audiobook to like listen to while you're in there, or
yeah,
music to listen to while you're in there, and plus all your bath bombs to make the water fun and relaxing, and it's a whole process.
it very definitely is. It's a process and a half.
Got to get your snacks because snacks in the bathtub are important. And maybe if you drink a glass of wine, if you don't drink, then maybe a glass of sparkling apple something. Make it
So
really fancy.
Brian keeps threatening to put a hot tub out on our deck. And I'm just like, I know you guys like rebuilt it, like you built it like crazy sturdy, but that just feels scary to me of having all of that water weight on top of the deck. Like maybe we do a slight add-on off the back. It's like just for it. Maybe. Yep, that is very true. Yes. He hesitated as to whether or not to say a devil's food cupcakes or devil's food cake cupcakes. So you hesitated. Yeah. I'm just saying, I mean, if you can't tell that I like the devil's food, then, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. Ooh, I love that movie. You know about my whole Chris Evans thing. Like, I'm not going to start again, but, like, have to say.
Nice. 2 bath bomb kits.
Nice.
Excellent.
Your antidote.
Oh, no.
No. Yeah. Usually it's the deceased person's house because there'll be something there that, like, everybody in the family would like to have. And it's like, whose team gets there first? That's usually how it happens. Like, when my Grandma Nixon passed, we don't know who got to her quilting machine first. Because she had one of those that was like the sewing machine on an arm.
Mm-hmm.
And with the big loop so that you can, the big hoop so that you can just move it around and do your quilting. Like, she was really hardcore into quilting. I actually have 2 quilts that she made for me.
Nice.
But we don't know what happened because when we got to her house, it was missing, as was a lot of other things.
Damn.
I'm pretty sure that one of my sisters took them. You know who you are with your chipmunk crossing and weird tree house. Not that you would ever watch those, but just in case, I see you. Yeah, that can be important. Yeah, it's hard for me to explain exactly how trashy the Ozarks are. Like, for people who live outside of the Ozarks, like, Tales of the Ozark sound mythical and made up. And it's just like, no, we could really give Florida a run for its money. We're just really, really a lot better about lying about who and what we are. And also, we don't make all of our records public. So, we don't have the reputation that we should. And I want to fix that. It's one of my personal goals.
Oh, damn. This was a career criminal. He had served time and had warrants for the same behavior in multiple states. He'd just gotten out 6 months prior.
Ooh.
That is a career criminal.
That is. Alrighty. We have been... I don't know. Okay, I'm just going to say it because I don't know if this is actually bad or not. It hit my filter of you almost said a naughty thing, but I don't think it's a naughty thing. I almost said we have chittered the chat. That's not a... It's just a weird way of saying things, right? Like, that's not actually a bad sentence, is it?
I've never heard
okay
that phrase before.
I just wanted to say it, and then my brain went, warning, you may be about to say a bad phrase. I'm like, I don't think it is.
Cheddar the chat?
Chitter.
What does that mean? Chitter?
Like
Like chit chat?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've never
My
heard that.
My brain likes it's why we have like the Dignati and all of those things. I like to mispronounce things. It's kind of my favorite. And I wanted to say that, and it just like flashing lights inside my brain of that's a naughty word. Like I don't think it is. Like I know
I
a
don't
lot of
think it
naughty
is.
words. That doesn't seem to be one. Now, we do have a naughty cow who got into things that she shouldn't have gotten into and is a bit gassy. And she's going to be keeping the time for us because this thing still makes me laugh. Like every time I see it, I get all googly. Googly. Oh, okay. English, friend. I'm about to start writing. Woo! Yay! Okay. I get giggly every time I say it. And I again would like to thank the wonderful Jules, Kat, and Gloria for making this possible because I would never have made this because I my sense of humor is dry and terrible and bad and involves a lot of poorly stated things. Alrighty. So I'm going to try to get an article done for World Anvil. Maybe a couple today. Let's get some fingers crossed here. All right. So hopefully that is what I will be doing. Hopefully you know what you are doing and you have it open and you're ready to do stuff. Make sure you have something to hydrate with. I'm still working on my coffee for the day because my brain needs fuel. But I will go get a water after the coffee is all done. And as always, if you just need to stare at the wall, play a game, just let yourself fade off into the distance and daydream for a while. That's perfectly all right because self care is productivity for writers. Let's go ahead and get this sprint. Let's go ahead and get this sprint started in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. The cow done mooed.
Moo.
I'm so close to having finished an article. I was starting to do a spell check on it to make sure that I had not terribly destroyed the English language, and then I heard the song.
Ah.
And it was quite a struggle to get back because I kept arguing with myself, like, no, it's just a little bit longer. It'll be done. No, it's gonna be a little bit longer. I initially thought or wanted it to be. How did everybody do that sprint? And hello, Nikki.
Hello. I got a snack, which was what's it called? Butter on sourdough bread. And then I was on Twitter, and then I was like, oh, I should be doing something productive. So then I went to my email and I saw your post that had just come out on the Creations Path thing. And so I read that, and then the sprint was over. And I was like, oh, okay.
I am really excited about that. I don't know if she's going to be at all of them, but Glory and I worked on the idea for this and setting up all the datings for it, and I know that she's definitely going to be at some of them, and I'm very excited. I'm thrilled to be actually doing this. I've been wanting to do it most of the year, and it is finally time.
I was eating dinner.
Ooh.
Ooh, well, dinner.
Spicy ramen.
Ooh.
Ramen twinsies. I mean, mine wasn't spicy, but still ramen.
Yeah. And now my dishwasher is coming.
Nice.
The article I was working on is on the cenotaph, which is a memorial to those who died in the Dark Nova. Hopefully, this is one of the last articles that I have to write about this period of time because the Nova took place about 1700 years before our story starts. So I don't like belaboring the point. It's not like everything that happened as a result of that, but it was a catalyst for a lot of the changes that came after. So hopefully I'm done with that time period and I can march forward in time after this and start writing up some of the species and whatnot, regional powers and what have you. But I did use Lex to help me break a bit of the writer's block for it. So that was very exciting that it worked. Let's see, where are we in chat? Yeah, there is a chit of a girl. Yeah, there is that, and also a chit being a receipt.
Look at all this cheese that was just delivered to me that I get to eat all of it. Talk about heartburn later, but yeah, I'm gonna go for it.
Everything's worth it for cheese.
Yes.
Oh my. See, 4 years ago, the first trailer for Avengers Endgame dropped. Also, 4 years ago today, you said grade 1 clarinet. That's awesome.
Nice.
I loved Endgame so much. It's such a good movie. The Infinity War and Endgame, like, I can't believe that they actually pulled that off. Like that's playing the long game in a way that I'm really curious to see how this is going to work with some of the other things that they're building to now. But I'm also really excited because it brought a lot of people into these comic book characters that I have loved for so much of my life, and now I can talk to people about them without people going, I don't read comics. I'm like, yeah, okay, we can talk about the movies then. They're like, oh, I can talk about the movies. Yay. But yeah, I'm very excited, and I think there's still a lot that the MCU will be able to do, especially after Werewolf by Night. Werewolf by Night to me is a game changer in so many ways. I'm so excited for what comes next, mainly because one of my favorite characters from Marvel Comics of all times is in there, and I can't believe he's not only in there, but they did him right. So
Nikki, are you behind just because the comment just came through about the cow farts?
CB got 179 words. Snap
Woo!
for you. We have a quote. It was a cold, stormy night. The lightning in the air crackled and sparked forebodingly. The thunder growled like an angry bear. I huddled under the covers of the bed, trembling uncontrollably. Ooh.
I like it. I like the imagery that you've got there.
I like that a lot. You have a wonderful way with words. I like that. Hello, Paget. How are you doing? Taking the kiddo to gymnastics and then concert tonight. Just one at a little spread. Hugs and love and like the stream. Thank you.
Nice.
Have fun at the concert. Have fun with the gymnastics and all the things. Yes.
Hi,
Hello,
Eva.
Eva. How are you doing? See, at your writing group tonight, you compared the current situation to the 5 years between the snap in Infinity War and the snap in Endgame. It really does kind of feel like that. Like we were in the Discord the other day hanging out, and I forgot who brought it up, but we talked for a while about how this kind of feels like the snap happened and most of the competent people in government disappeared, and we're left with just the dum-dums. Like whatever little veneer facade there ever was of like, we know what we're doing, like those people are all gone. They're all gone. There's no facade of, I don't know, maybe it could work. And it really does feel that way. Way too much. You still haven't seen Endgame? It is a spectacularly visually stunning movie in all of the right ways, and I still cannot watch it without crying. I get misty-eyed 3 times, and you can probably guess which 3 times that is, but oh my goodness, so good.
Is it the 3 times you get misty-eyed?
It is. It's kind of hard not to know about this stuff. Like I try to like be nice about spoilers, but they're so in the cultural zeitgeist. It's like there will never be a child born that does not know that Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's dad. Like it's so much a part of pop culture that it is referenced, that, just completely out of context for other things. And I think the snap and a couple other things from these movies are going to be the same way. It is a tearjerker. It is. I love hearts. Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
Luckily, that doesn't ever bother me. Like, I don't, my stomach doesn't react that way. It just gives me heartburn.
I really like the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. I will say No Way Home destroyed me on the inside for reasons I cannot understand. I cannot comprehend. Like, it's not like I was such a big fan of the Tobey Maguire or the other, like, no, it wasn't. It was just, there was something about having all 3 of them, the way on screen, the way that they played out, William Dafoe back as the Green Goblin, like the whole thing of it just broke my brain in a good way, but just shattered. And the fact that they actually redeemed Doc Ock, that I did not think they did a good job with in the original movie. I like the way he is in No Way Home. So, chef's kiss. I think the Spider-Man stuff has been really interesting. I am terrified for Into the Spider-Verse. Or no, Across the Spider-Verse. Because Into the Spider-Verse was so good. I'm really
It was spectacular.
I'm holding out hope that it can be at least close to as good. If it's better, like you will know because you will hear my brain explode, like just all over the place.
This cheese is heavenly.
I don't think any of my tech devices in the house like me, but I'm fine with it. And the keyboard I have on the gaming computer in the living room despises me. I know this for a fact. We have fights. We have arguments. It usually wins.
Ooh.
Ooh. I can see that. I do like the bear, though. I do. I like that. Yeah. Yeah. And we're still like having ramifications of that to this day.
We're still in the middle of the snap, if that is what it is, because it never ended.
Yeah.
It never went away. We're just still.
Well, it hasn't been 5 years
dealing.
yet.
Yeah.
That's true. Gosh, 5 years of this, I don't know how we can handle that.
Look, I hate to begrudgingly be optimistic about things, but the one thing I am grateful for the pandemic for is I never would have started doing YouTube if it wasn't for the pandemic, and I never would have met so many amazing people. So there's
a silver lining to
terrible
everything.
things and tragedies have come from it. Get that, but again, I hate to sound like an optimist because I'm so not. I'm really not. I think people have a very false understanding of who I am because for mental health reasons, I have to pretend to be an optimist.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine.
I really wanted that song at my wedding until I found out that it was like the Louisiana state song,
Right.
which was where my husband was from at the time. And then I'm like, oh, we can't do that.
So once upon a time, I worked for
I wanted the Johnny Cash version specifically.
I worked for a sunglasses place that is very popular in the malls, and I'm not saying the name of them so they can't come after me. And they would make us get together in large groups and hold hands and sing that song. And that's wrong and very cult-like. It's just, no, do not make your employees do this. We sell sunglasses, not the sun. Like, we're not selling vacations. Like, why are you doing this? Like, just why? Just why? Like, if you're gonna pick a song like "Hip to Be Square," I guess I don't know, because the song that has, I wear sunglasses at night. I don't know. Pick a different song. That was so creepy. It was so creepy. Like,
Future's so bright, you gotta wear shades.
yeah, anything would have been better. But when you make a whole bunch of people stand in a circle, holding hands, swaying back and forth, we had to sway. They were very insistent. We had to sway. I had to keep singing till everybody swayed in unison. And I think it was a team building exercise is how they justified it. No, we don't need to be a team. We work one at a time in each of these stores. We never see each other. This is unnecessary. Why are you doing this? Yeah. Yeah. It was. No Way Home was extremely adorable. Yeah. Yeah. I know a lot of places are about to bring back their mask mandates.
Good.
It is. I don't understand why some of them went away, but yeah, it's
all the CDC's fault.
It's going to be interesting times.
That's my own personal opinion.
Yeah, I mean, he would like to think of himself as Thanos because he doesn't know how Thanos ends in any of the times that he ends. But yeah. Yeah. Anyone around him has.
Oh man, and it's not like they would tell us.
Yeah.
So we could like mitigate.
Yeah, like it does make you wonder. Oh, I love beaches so much. See, you had ordered. Yeah. Random question: does lemonade help? I don't know that lemonade necessarily would. I mean, if it's fruit juice is if it's like actually made from lemons, maybe the fruit juices maybe would, but there are a lot of
That's
things.
something you'd have to Google, I think.
Yeah, because also a lot of people's systems work differently. Because like to a lot of people, if you're having stomach troubles, you shouldn't have cheese because it can make them worse. Both Glory and I, because of our weird quantumly entangled guts, um, cheese actually makes us better. Like dairy products actually make our stomachs better. So like it does vary according to your own microbiome and whatnot. So yeah, I don't know. Probably
Well, it is yellow.
you're not wrong. And he's really not looking well. Like somebody needs to do a wellness check. See, fruit juice fruit juice can usually help. Water helps things out a lot. This is very true. I have an addiction to cheese. Like I feel like if I ever go the way my grandmother did, my grandmother became lactose intolerant at a certain point, and she just ate lactate like candy. She was like, "I'm not giving up my dairy." Like no, and I feel like my love for dairy, like I would probably just do the same thing. Like you, you cannot take my cheese away from me. Yeah, he really does, and he still does, even with everything that. And everybody telling him no. And on that note, Herschel Walker is not going to the Senate. Yay,
Yeah.
Raphael Warnock won,
Woo.
which Brian was like, I don't know how excited I am because I don't know anything about Raphael Warnock. And I'm like, I know one thing. He's not Herschel Walker, and that is a great thing. Like, I, I, I have like, I used to be like, I want competent people in office, but I'm kind of just getting to the point where I think there should be a test where if you cannot make a coherent sentence, you cannot run or something. Like there's too many people that just no thinky, no good. I don't know. I want the best people in charge. Monster cheese is so yummy. It so is, especially with some like turkey meat. Mm-hmm. Oh, sweet. Okay, we could go and do all of the cheeses because yes, oh yes,
How have we been streaming for an hour already?
right. Time flies when you're in the reality distortion dome where I'm in HD.
And Roy wants to go outside.
Alrighty, I have reset up the timer. Yeah, the good thing is I don't know that he's dexterous enough to snap his fingers even if he got the glove. So, like that might be too much work for him. I'm just saying. He seems very lazy. Like, can somebody just, snap my fingers for me? Like, just yeah. And then he'd wish for the wrong thing and just end up like drowning in a pool of like KFC and McDonald's because he would stop thinking about the bad thing that he wanted to do to take over the world and accidentally get a little hungry. So like, it'd be okay. Um, Alrighty, well, let's go ahead and get this sprint started. Make sure that you have something to hydrate with. During the last one, I went and got my water just so I would have it in here. Make sure
I
that
have raspberry lemonade.
that sounds so good. Make sure you are taking care of yourself. Let's just go ahead and get this started in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. It made the sound. It went moo.
Excuse you, Charlie.
Wasn't me. It was the cow. It was the
Uh-huh.
cow.
Uh-huh. I hear it every time you start the timer.
Hey, you're back in the office.
So I took something down off of the wall because I just had to say that I'm back here with this beautiful thing that I can kind of hold up without too much glare in a way, kind of, sort of ish. There you go. Aha! Angle! And I have it over on the wall right next to my Kirkenspock writing Puff the Magic Dragon, which will, if you know me, shows you how much I care. Oh my. So, how did everybody do that sprint? I finished my article on the cenotaph. I had to do a little bit of conlangy stuff because I realized there were words that I had not added to the dictionary that I needed to add to the dictionary, and my browser does not like that there are over 4,000 words in the dictionary. So it was like, and I thought we were going to crash, but we didn't. So yay, victory.
Woo.
And did not get to start writing on the next article I want to be working on, because I basically clicked a thing and waited for the computer to be like, really? That? Are you sure? Maybe I should just crash. No, I'll try again. No. So that was fun. How did everybody else do?
Well, somehow I ended up doing math, which I hate math. The only math I don't hate is counting money. I'm good at that. I'm really good at counting money.
I feel like I've been either a good or a bad influence on you that you're accidentally doing math. That sounds like one of those oh darns, I did math this sprint things that I say. Hopefully it was good math.
It was very basic math. I had to like re-look up how to do the ratios because I wasn't sure if I was getting it backwards or not, and I couldn't decide whether I was right or wrong or not. So I had to look it up, and I was right, but I just doubted myself.
No doubt, my native homeland. How are you doing today, Carrie?
Good. I haven't been able to focus much today. I spent a lot of time watching videos about D&D. I follow this one channel called Crispy's Tavern, and he does a series called D&D Horror Stories, and he just yesterday did his 200th episode in that series, and it was over an hour long. So I'd started it last night, and I finished watching it, and then I was watching, because I have some of her songs on my Ren Fair playlist, another YouTuber named Ginny D, who does a lot of D&D and cosplay content. And one of her videos was 50 questions for your character.
Ooh.
And they're like character builder questions. So I copied them. She had a document available with all of them. So I copied them into Google Docs. And if nothing else, it's content I can like do a interview post or something.
Yeah.
I have been spending a lot of time watching and rewatching videos on a YouTube channel called The Sojourn to see how they are promoting their books using YouTube. And I really like what they're doing, and I feel like I am way too broke and not artistically gifted enough. But I have hopes that I will be able to do something like what they are doing with some of my stuff going forward. But yeah, they do a lot of character profiles and stuff on there, and it's a really neat channel. If you like sci-fi and like your sci-fi to be so hard, you know that somebody did math with a spreadsheet. Check out the Sojourn. They're interesting.
That is why I do fantasy.
Oh, they're
Minimal
really
math.
big. They're really big on like they have entire videos on why their ships look like the way they do because of the need for radiator fins to actually take the heat from the fusion drives and dissipate it. Like they're really into the like science on the side for why everything is the way that it is, why everything's laid out the way that it is. Like their enthusiasm is infectious, and I hope I can convey some of that towards my projects as well.
Ooh, Eva was playing with Notion a bit. How are you enjoying it? Tell me more. What are you doing with it? How do you have your things organized? I'm very curious.
Laura, how was the quest for street bread?
It was a quest. And then I had a package in my mailbox.
Ooh.
So I have washi tape.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
we're what, 2 days away from the ordering.
That's
Sorry.
cute.
so that's one of them.
Why am I doing it this way? Let's do this the right way. Nope.
Got this one.
Ooh.
Oh,
Got
Shiny.
nice.
So these are all flower themed.
Nice.
I apologize for my brain, but we're going from tiny shivers to shiny slivers.
Yes.
You don't have to give me a pity laugh. It was a bad joke. I just couldn't help not say it. They're really cool. I have a very happy dog that you may hear make sounds in a minute because she just realized there's more of the giant chair that she has not slept in yet, and jumped up and is currently trying to lay down in a different part. That's a lot of washi tapes.
I know, it was 2 sets.
It's cool.
Where'd you order it from?
TheWashiTapeShop.com.
Such a creative name. How did they ever come up
I've
with
seen
that?
a lot of people show stuff from there.
Yeah.
They have some pretty stuff on there, though.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, that's all of it.
They're very popular among bullet journalers.
Yes.
I'm just saying, I think you have enough that you can officially do a haul video.
It's 10.
I feel like that counts as a haul.
I
Look
guess.
at my washi tape haul. I've seen people buy as few as $5 and be like, look at my haul. So, you know.
I've seen it done with a single book. Like, not like people show off what they buy as soon as they get it. They don't often wait until they have lots of stuff. I've seen it. People like, look at this book I just bought.
There was, if you go back enough in my video archives, and it's pretty far back. Joe and I went to a book sale at one of the colleges that they hold every spring. We made out like bandits and bought a ton of books between the two
bandits?
of us.
It wasn't me. I didn't do it. Not the one.
That's something I would expect from Charlie, but
it wasn't me, I swear.
All those stolen kisses. I knew that's where they went.
It wasn't me. Oh.
Anyway. So
I love that
it was in May, I bought
confused.
a whole bunch of other books.
Oh, I just said I just love that Nessie looks so confused while everyone's like laughing. It just
What are you
made
doing, humans?
it.
So, as it was in May, I also got a bunch of books myself for my birthday.
Nice.
And so I had a fair pile, and I tried to do was popular for a while on BookTube to like show the stack of books that you bought.
Oh my.
So I had everything sitting up on a chair, and I'm trying to lift it up, and it just like popped out from the middle and just book explosion.
This is my new workout regime. I'm going to try to lift this,
When
and then I'm going to bend over
was
again and
editing
again
the
and again to pick it
video,
up.
when I edited the video, I copied the clip and slowed it down. Did a
Nice.
slow motion replay.
Nice.
Nice.
I need to like find this
Windows
video
Movie Maker.
again.
That wasn't hard to do.
That would actually be a fun thing to go back on your phone and find it and make a short out of that. Oh, that time when I had so many books. Like, that's a natural short. That might actually go big in the algorithm. I'm trying not to be jelly.
I read another Junji Ito book last night.
Ooh.
So I'm down to 3 that I own and have not read.
Wow.
Out of like 14.
I'm trying not to be jelly of CB here. I had dreams the other night that my hand was unjittered and I could actually do the nail polish that I wanted to. I really want to put the polish on, but I don't like painting my entire fingers. Like,
see, that's why you get glue and you put it around the nails and then you just peel it off, because then you can be as messy as you want. Because I cannot make clean lines at all.
That's a smart idea. Like an Elmer's white glue?
Yeah, it's cheap and it's non-toxic.
Because my hands are so jittery, and I keep having these dreams that my fingernails are painted again. And unfortunately, I need to find the color that I keep seeing in my dream, because it's this really cool metallic blue that I've never seen anywhere. I don't know where my brain picked up this color from, but now I have to find it. So if anybody knows any really cool blue metallic fingernail polishes, send me links. Because you never know. Maybe you found it.
Blaming the poor cow.
Look, at least my cow gets screen time, unlike Tara Mooney's, okay? Like, that poor cow is just worked to death. My cow just gets to sit there, chew its cud, and be as flatulent as its heart desires. I'm nicer to my cow. Just cool.
Ooh, 198 words.
Got 198 words. That is awesome. Poor Howard is getting tortured by his own mind. Yeah, that sounds appropriate. I can't notion. I've tried. My brain don't work. Jen coming in.
Ooh.
619 words. Yeah.
Nice.
Giving me a thumb workout today. I get all the snaps in for that. Ratios are a thing. So I did up a picture of like a rough sketch of what the cenotaph looks like, and then I realized, wait a minute, if I can figure out how many pixels wide by how many pixels tall, I can, and I know how broad I want the base to be, I could do the math and actually say how big this thing is. Yeah. And then I was like, oh Lord, how ratios work. And I had to remember, because I hadn't done that kind of conversion math in a while. But yeah, math was.
The next Junji Ito doesn't come out till March.
Oh no!
Ah!
What are you gonna do without Junji Ito?
Well, I'm trying to think, which ones of his collection do I not have a physical copy of? Because I read a couple of them on Libby.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm only missing like the cat one, the nonfiction one.
Oh.
And Dissolving Classroom.
Welcome back, Jules.
Welcome back.
How are you doing? How's everything? How are the cupcakes? I just have to bring them up every time now because you got me thinking about Devil's Food cupcakes. I'm just like, there is that drive-by bakery, the drive-through bakery on Brian's way home. Should I text him and be like, we should bring home chocolate cake?
Do it.
I need cake. I'm so sad. It will break if I don't have cake. Oh. He would just laugh and not get cake. Though I should tell him to pick up pizza on the way home because he's really been wanting pizza. And
Un gâteau. That's how you say cake in French.
My little spaghetti monster.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh no.
My problem with Irish is the Irish word, the Gaeilge word for cake is caca. I have a hard time with it. I'm a child. I'm an English-speaking child at heart, and every time I have to say eat some caca, it's like, oh no, it's cake. It's cake. It's fine. We're eating cake. I'm eating cake. It's not anything else. It's not bad. It's fine. It's cake.
Oh, nice.
Is it though?
Ooh.
Is it?
No, nothing is ever fine. I've learned this about myself. I just lie all the time and stare at my papas. Hi, papas. They make me semblance of happy. But soon, is it tomorrow or day after tomorrow? I get to order the emotional support demon.
I think it's the 9th. I think it's the day after tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it's the day after tomorrow. I can't wait. I want my emotional support demon. Need to
Yes, she is. This is Nessie. She's my tripod dog. She's currently wearing a sweater and is so cute. I just want to pinch her little cheeks.
Oh. You need to get more camera friendly. She didn't even raise her head. She just flicked an ear at me twice. Like, sorry, Human. Have thrown. It's fine. Have thrown.
It was Pinterest
That's not the
who
video.
taught me that.
Nope, that was not the video. I was wrong.
The cupcakes were delicious. You ate them in smeared Cool Whip or Nutella. That sounds so good. That sounds so good. Chocolate cake. Do it.
Or Cool Whip and Nutella.
Yeah, like what? Why choose? Both.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Already anticipating ice cream cake for the daughter's birthday tomorrow. That's awesome, and happy early birthday for the daughter.
Yes.
That's amazing. So,
Pun, I think.
yeah, I think so. Spanish and I do not get along, and I've learned that like there's a line that runs through Europe that languages south of that line my brain refuses unless they're dead. Like Latin, my brain works fine with. Italian, no. No Italian for Charlie. No French for Charlie. No Spanish for Charlie. Everything above the line, my brain works okay with. Below the line, no. Cannot have. Maybe it has something to do with my cold weather inclinations. It's too warm.
I'm so confused.
Yeah.
So I'm going through the library of all the Junji Ito books on Amazon Canada.
Nice.
There's some French editions that I don't see an English edition of.
Okay, so what's probably happening there is there's more in Japanese than is available in English, and they're either translating different ones into different languages because they think the market will like them better, or they did really crazy things with covers and naming to try to make books that you already have look more interesting.
I do not remember this illustration. It came out in 2013.
Le Tonneau.
Well, you could always join Megan in learning French. And then you can read more Junji Ito books. There, I solved it.
Well, I have been learning Japanese, so maybe I'll just, order the Japanese version.
I want to learn Japanese. I need the ability to make fonts much bigger. Kanji is my enemy. She's in denial because she'll be 18. Oh my goodness. I remember my 18th birthday. I was kidnapped twice, once by friends and another time by somebody who eventually became friends, but there was a whole like arch nemesis phase in the interim. Long story. My life is interesting. It would make a crazy book that would have to be sold as fiction because no one would believe any of the events of it. But I have fond memories of that birthday. Let's see. Your little cousin will be 17 at the end of the month. That is.
Oh, that's right. Pan is bread. Cake is torta. Or that's one of the words sense. For cake.
That makes sense. Oh, so once upon a time, I was dating. I was in a polyam love clump with a French Canadian and a and a Creole speaking Cajun who lived in a house with somebody from France, and they had the most beautiful arguments in languages that all three insisted were French. But their accents, pronunciations, and word orders were so distinct from each other. It was like you knew something terrible happened when the French Wars started. Because these are very... they're all technically French. Like, we just needed somebody there that spoke, Haitian Creole, and then we would have had, like, all of the major French languages. We were just missing one. But the yelling. It was a crazy time. Okay, I think I'm going to try to do more writing. This feels weird. I'm being productive. Does my office make me more productive than being in the living room in the nice, big, cozy, comfy chair? Things to think about.
Yes, I plan. My goal is to have one new thing every time I eat, so I can't eat the same thing twice. Which means if I discover a delicious pastry, I won't be able to have it twice, so I'll have to savor it. It'll be an experience.
French patisserie is almost all good. This is the problem.
And Mexican Spanish and
Colombian Spanish.
Chilean Spanish, yeah.
Yeah, my husband unwittingly learned Colombian Spanish in high school. They were not told that they were being taught Colombian Spanish in high school and did not know that there was a difference. And it's really funny when he tries to speak Spanish to one of our employees who is originally from Mexico. Because apparently both his accent and his word choice makes him laugh. It's very funny.
Ooh. I love crepes so much.
I feel like that needs a qualifier. I like a good crepe. I have seen some war crimes that were called crepes that were either way too dry or way too thick. That's a perfect crepe.
There was this creperie in Toronto before the pandemic put it out of business. It was really good. They had one called the Fairy Tale Crepe. So it was a crepe with Nutella and honey and strawberries and bananas and just it was just so good. What else was on there?
There's a creperie in the farmers market in Los Angeles, and oh my gosh, it was right by where I went to my doctor's to get my blood drawn like every 6 months or so. So every 6 months or so I would go and get a crepe there, and oh my gosh, it was so heavenly. I used to tip really well, so they'd always give me lots of whipped cream when I show up there, because they always knew I was because I was there so often. They got to know me a bit. I'm like, this is nice.
Eva, I also have never traveled abroad.
Me
I was
either.
supposed to with one of my ex fiancées, but let's just say there was a huge infidelity thing that happened that was really upsetting and kind of funny. Like everybody got what they deserved. Just karma, karma slapped everyone down. Like it was upsetting, but also fun. And I did not want to travel alone, so did not end up going.
What is that?
My dishwasher's done.
Oh,
Uh, so many good things that you can do with crepes. I really love a good ham and cheese crepe. You are, yes. Alrighty, are we ready to do another sprint?
Yeah, I gotta go turn the water off.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and get this started. Let me rewind the flatulent cow. Alrighty, make sure that you are taking care of yourselves. Make sure you have something to hydrate with. If you've been doing good work, ask yourself, do I feel like continuing? Because burnout is a thing, and we just came off of National Novel Writers Burnout Month, so be good to yourselves. All right, we're going to start this sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Cow done dooted. How did everybody do?
Pretty good.
I did the thing that I should not be doing during World Ember again.
Making images.
Yeah. The thing is, I already have the image that I need, kind of. I had done a version of it a while back, but it needs. I don't want to just use it in its as its state. I want to refine it a little bit and make it better. And I have problems. Never lied about having problems. I've been quite upfront about them. And yeah. How did everybody else do?
Well, I applied for a job, and then I was working on my thing that I'm doing for Substack, and I got quite far. I'm almost done with this thing, so hopefully everyone enjoys it. I need to spruce it up a little bit because I don't want it to be. It's long, and I don't want it to be boring. So I'm gotta. I don't know, insert a joke here or there or something. I don't know.
Jen, 2 words over the perfect number, but still snaps for you.
Nice.
Very good. 668 words. That's nice. Oh my goodness. It has been an interesting day.
I was listening to.
You were listening to.
Oh, am I delayed? Was I delayed? Okay. I was listening to my Ren Fair playlist and just answering these questions, and then I clicked over and I saw there was 15 seconds left and went, oh, that went really fast.
Yeah, that sprint
it did go pretty fast.
Seemed to be full time, but yeah.
I journaled and put my washi tapes in my stocking. I have no clue what's in there now. And I was in the Discord. Somebody was asking what our top 5 books are for the year that we've read so far, so I was debating, making a list and putting honorable mentions. And,
yeah, I know that feeling.
You've read 5 books. I have not.
I've read over 20.
If we're including fiction, I don't even want to know how many books I read this year.
I am so close to hitting 50 books for the year. I'm just a few books away, and I'm can I read them all in December? We shall see. I need to start reading because I haven't been reading anything, and it's been a week, so I better pick a book.
I mean, I could probably polish off my manga collection pretty quick, but Joe's got boxes of comics in the basement.
Did somebody say comics?
Could read those pretty quick.
I mean, the only rule that I have is it has to be on Goodreads because that's where I'm tracking everything.
Goodreads,
I'm using their little tracker.
Whenever I say bad things about Goodreads, I want everyone to know I do not judge the people that use Goodreads mostly. I just judge those people that use Goodreads. You all know who I'm talking about. You've all seen the snark and the evil and the villainy. And just those.
I think I've been on Goodreads twice.
People that 1-star a book that's not even out yet?
Yeah. Yeah. There's a culture on Goodreads that I think toxic is too kind a word for. And I know that that's none of the people here because you would not be able to stand me. You would have thumbs down this video and left already if you were a part of that group because, I even think the word snob is too nice for the kinds of people that are just problematic over our. Oh, my face is very red without the light on. There we go.
You guys will never guess who my most read author is this year.
Could it be Carrie Herdetsky?
Do you have
I
10
only
books
have
out,
3
Carrie?
books out. I only have 2. And
Well, I
she
mean, if
can't
you-
read my serialized one.
Yeah.
If you count each and every post on coffee, I mean. Sorry, I was watching Kaylin Conrad this morning, and they made a wonderful just aside of like, so I read a lot of books for this. I hope you're proud of me. Did you know that anything longer than a tweet is technically a book? And just went on. And I don't know, I've got that stuck in my head. So
Airplanes overhead.
we had a minor apocalypse during that sprint, but I have no idea where it is or what happened. But all of the fire trucks, all of the ambulances, all of the police cars, I think literally in town, I think all of them went zooming down the highway off to I don't know. I don't know where and I don't know what. And I'm really confused because of the direction everything was going, because like all the industrial stuff is in that direction.
This is when you get a police scanner and you just listen in.
My dad has one of those, and he has got so addicted. And like, I remember the sad day for both of us when all of this happened, and I texted him like, "So what's going on?" He's like, "I'm not listening to the scanner anymore. It's not good for me." And I'm like, "True, but dang it, now we don't know what's going on." I know. Just had a moment. There's always something shady going on around here, but it was a lot of vehicles, and it was in 3 distinct waves of sirens. So, major car wreck, maybe a truck involved, and a tractor trailer involved, or something. I don't know. Given the way bad things usually happen around here, there will be no speaking of this in the media, and no one will ever know. Which really makes me wonder, like, are there like secretly kaiju out in the hills? Like, what are y'all covering up? Is Sasquatch getting angry and like tearing stuff up, and they're like, can't let anybody know? Like, what's with all of the like explosions and fires and major truck thing? And it's never in the news. Never a news story. House catches fire in Cape Girardeau, and it's all over the news for 3 days. Anything weird happens here, nothing happens. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Well, I need to go feed the dog, so I will be right back.
Alrighty. So, we do have time for one more sprint, if y'all would want to do that. Or we could jibber jabber. I have no strong feelings one way or the other. I'm still very confused that I'm in my little cubicle desk. My brain is not dealing with me being back here. This was a spur of the moment. Like, I think I could actually stream from the office today. And did. This wasn't planned. Like everything in my life.
Are you going to get the emotional support demon?
Yes. The question is, how many emotional support demons are we getting? And that boils down to how likely do we think certain people that we know are to get one, and do we get one for them? Because I know a couple of people I definitely want to get one for. That one of them does not do the YouTube, so she will have no idea that this thing exists until it arrives. So definitely doing that. But you know,
I want one, but I don't know if they'll be sold out by the time I'm paid to get one.
Well, the nice thing about Makeship is kind of like Kickstarter, in that they have an order period where they're trying to figure out how big the initial order will be.
Okay.
So they're limited edition plushies. They make what is purchased, and they make no more. So as long as you can get in the window, because they will not make them again.
Okay.
Though
They usually make a credit card payment like in the middle of the month. So
So yeah, they usually give like a 30-day window for them, and there's also usually a certain number that have to be sold, or they won't get made, and you'll get your money refunded. I have never had a makeshift purchase get refunded because they've always gotten made, but then again, I've gotten stuff from Jamie and OT and Click and Click again, and soon the Click again, and soon after that the Click again, because they're doing a new mango. So
Oh.
yeah, after the emotional support demon, they're doing another mango, and I need all the land sharks. I need all the sharks. I have a problem.
Yeah, this credit card payment, um, I have some people I need to send money to for things done. And I have to get Joe's Christmas presents. And then sometime in January, I owe Bestie a Christmas and birthday present.
So anybody who knows anything about wireless headphones, since he's not home right now and doesn't watch replays, Brian really wants a pair of wireless headphones or wireless earbuds for Christmas. And I don't know what brands are not just people doing ads and sponsorships. I don't know if I feel like I can't trust any of the
Beats
reviews.
by Trey? What?
Like there's 3 brands that I know off the top of my head, and it's because they're everywhere. That's the Beats ones, the AirPods, and of course Raycons, because you can't watch anything on YouTube without seeing an ad for Raycon. They're the Raid Shadow Legends of earbuds. Hopefully not as crappy though. But like I don't know brands, so I don't know what's actually good. But he lives with sound in his ears, so that's the biggest problem, is that we need to have like super battery life. And
Well, since he's not in here and he doesn't watch any of this stuff anyway, I'm getting Joe a gift card to Famous Footwear because the boy needs new shoes like bad. I'm going to get him a $75 card and be like, here, I'm covering as much as I can to get you a decent pair of shoes.
I think that might be how I triggered divorce proceedings. Brian hates shoes so much. Like he hates all shoes. Like all shoes. Like it would be like sending onions to cat. Like, you got me what for Christmas? You got what? Shoes? Like it just yeah, I couldn't do that. That would be bad. Though you would get to see like him explode. Like if
What
I
does he wear? What does he wear?
Oh, no, he wears shoes. He just hates them. He's one of those people that would be barefoot 24/7.
I was gonna say, like, y'all get snow. Like, what?
He goes outside in the snow barefoot. Like, it's a problem.
All right, so it looks like the best overall earbuds are Beatbuds Pro X1 that are currently 40% off.
Ooh, thank y'all. Because I didn't know who all had what of anything. Because I will definitely put that over there. But yeah, our Christmas is going to be interesting this year. Like, I know we've been like taking things we ordered for other reasons and just pretend that didn't happen and put it under the Christmas tree. Just wrap that up and put it under the tree. So that's going to be a lot of our Christmas this year and stuff like that. So, but I know some things that I really want, but you know, that 9-cent bonus I got is not going to buy a lot of Christmas. Sorry, I'm trying not to be bitter. I'm really trying not to be bitter. But 9 freaking cents. Anyway, I got really scared.
No, you have every right to be bitter. That's some nonsense.
I got really scared the other day because Brian was checking through one of the credit card receipts and was like, why is there a Kindle Direct purchase on here? And we realized that that's the name that they put for the books that we bought through Amazon, the Kindle books we bought. Said like Kindle book services or something like that. I thought they charged me $10 to get 9 cents initially. I got really, really livid. Like, no, that's just the books we got. It's fine. It's fine. Why they're not using the Amazon name like they do for everything else is an interesting question of possible tax evasion, allegedly.
Let me feed this boy real quick.
He's weird. Alrighty. Before I forget, I did want to mention it a little bit on the stream today. So Friday is going to be very different going forward. After a lot of talk with Brian and Glory and other folk, we are moving my Friday stream over to the Creations Past channel. The stream will be starting at sorry, my voice is trying to go. The stream will be starting at 6 o'clock Eastern. So a little bit later than normal because Brian wanted time to try to get home for it. It's going to be a time for us to have like a wee bit of the meditation, a little bit of time together. And then we're going to talk about particular issues that are of interest. The first one, which is scheduled for Friday, we were going to be talking about decolonizing and befriending darkness. How not to get caught in the trap of seeing the words dark and black as evil and bad and giving yourself all kinds of unconscious racial bias from them. You know, fun things. And also some practical tips as we're going into the darkest days of the year, waiting for
These other headphones, like the Bose ones and the Sony ones, they're like 400 Canadian.
Yeah, that's the problem that we've been having is some of them are crazy expensive. Mm-hmm. So for anybody who wants to join us over there, it's going to be interesting. I don't remember if Glory's going to be in this one. Depends on how she's feeling. But she's going to be joining regularly for the discussion. And anybody who wants to be on camera, I'm trying to make it a PhD free zone, though some people may show up. Because I don't want things to get academic. I don't want things to get like, I don't want any like $20 words if we can avoid them. I want things to be practical and interesting and personal. And so any of those folk who do show up, I'm going to make it personal because, you know, I can Oprah with the best of them. I can bring up my Barbara Wawa. It's fine. It's fine. I can do it. But I'm really excited about this. We've been thinking about doing it all year, and due to events that have happened, we've decided to start this Friday. All of the streams for this month are scheduled over there if you want to look at the topics. I even wrote descriptions for them that explain what the title means. Like I did like work stuff for it because I got tired of copying and pasting the same thing. For this one, it's just like we are doing writing sprints. Writing sprints are like everybody knows what a writing sprint is. But hopefully it will be a fun, good time had by all. If anybody wants any further information, you can go to my Substack, creationspass.substack.com. I just did a post explaining everything, which has gotten a better reception than I thought it would, especially from a couple people that I thought would be like, "You're doing what?" So, yay! That's the thing when you announce that you're doing something.
I put up a post.
You put up a post?
Oh, get to the computer. Why are you? I put up a post yesterday after lots of happened to be doom scrolling and the same stories about certain events kept popping up. And I just jumped on there and was like I'm mad. People suck. Why is this a problem?
Yeah. That's kind of my entire personality lately. Um, actually, I don't know that 400 will ever happen. And here's why. Every time I get to 350, it goes back down. Last time I looked, I think I was at 346 or 344. And yeah, it'll go up to 350, then it goes back down. I've hit a weird subscriber cap on this channel, which is insane. But there's
I did a
a lot.
video a couple days ago on my TikTok like, "Hey, I've got a ton of people following me on here. It took me I've been active on there for a month now, and I passed 300 subscribers. Took me
Nice.
9 years on YouTube." So I did a video like, "Hey, I'm on other things. Here's my link tree. Maybe branch out a bit."
Yeah, TikTok does weird things with like subscribers are a polite suggestion. I feel like subscribing to something on TikTok is worse than subscribing to something on YouTube. Like they're like, maybe we'll show you stuff from them. No, I asked. Yeah, it's don't. Let your algorithm go away. Ugh. Ah, there it is. There it is. It took until now. So we're 2 hours and 45 minutes into the stream, and I was in here an hour before. So 3 hours and 45 minutes for my back to realize, what are you doing sitting with proper posture? I kill you now. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I thought it would happen sooner. I thought it would happen a lot sooner than it did.
Mm.
I'm going to have to get back into well, actually, I can't even say back into practice. The other chair that I had in here let me slouch either backwards or forwards without pinching. This one does not allow that. So
I'm back.
Welcome back.
And okay, it's kind of funny, but it's kind of sad at the same time. Princess is terrified of this blow up snowman that one of my neighbors has, and she hates walking past it. It's kind of funny though, because she's usually not afraid of anything, or if she is, she barks at it. But she's just is a funny. It's funny but sad. I tried to, like, I was like holding the snowman's hand, like, see if it's not scary, but she would not even look at it. She was like, no, this is too terrifying. So we're like, okay. So we're gonna have to like run past it every day until like December is over.
It's a new kind of exercise.
Yeah.
I wish he is still at work. He is still at the restaurant, and so yeah, it's fine though. Usually by the end of the stream, my back is acting up anyway. So 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I'm just gonna have to get used to it because I should have better posture. I really should, and with this chair, it is mandatory. Very mandatory. That's actually one of the things that I like about it. Also, the pillows that the pillow I set up on it is working. I'm very happy. If anybody has any comments about the lighting, I'm not mad at the weird light, at the bright light. I do miss my like mood lighting. I miss it a lot. It's very bright in here for my eyes, but I am excited to be back in here. And now that I can be back in here, I will probably start making more videos again. I did not enjoy making videos in the other chair because I don't know why. I just didn't.
Roy. So funny. It's like, you talking about me?
Yes, always. Always and forever.
He's assumed the couch position.
All the humans are talking about you, Roy. All of the humans. Yes, look, you even got bigger. Yeah, and you barked when it got bigger. Yeah. Yeah, we see you, Roy.
Aren't you so cute?
Oh, that little tail.
Tail.
Oh.
I see your tail.
Back.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wag your tail. There you go.
Oh, yeah, wiggle, wiggle.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, wiggle. Oh,
oh yeah.
oh, you are just too cute. So cute. So cute.
Oh.
That bark is so cute.
Right.
You already went outside, dude.
We tried to teach Sasha to howl, and she just looks at us like, are you okay?
Princess used to howl like because we lived on the Air Force Base, so every day at 5 o'clock they'd play that stupid song, and she would howl at it, and it was the cutest thing ever. But then she stopped doing it once we moved off the Air Force Base, and I haven't been able to get her to do to howl ever since.
The dog we had before Sasha used to get down and dance to the music. When I would be gone, he would get down and just run in circles and just prance and just hop up and down and just really get into it. Cutest thing ever.
He wants to play tug of war.
All dogs want to play tug of war 24/7 at all times. So the other night, getting ready for bed, Brian was back here in the office with the dog, and I hear these vicious mauling. Yeah, kind of like that. And I'm half asleep, and I had no idea what was going on. And it turns out Sasha found one of her play robes because we thought she had destroyed all of them. She had one hidden somewhere and brought it out. Tug of war with me now, woman. Vicious little monster.
The destroyed cardboard box that he.
Vicious little monster. So vicious. Such a big dog.
My dogs do not understand the concept of tug of war. I don't. My dogs don't. Nessie especially does not understand how to play. Princess like gets it better, but she's still kind of clueless.
Sasha does not understand fetch. She will bring you a ball,
Neither do my dogs.
and if you throw it, she will look at you like, "But I brought that for you." And she gets so
My
sad.
mom's
and
dog
whimpering.
loves playing catch. My mom's dog has a sock monkey squeaky toy,
Oh, fun.
and Anna has started to play fetch with her now. So she'll get it and she'll 1, 2, 3, go. The dog will get it, but she won't always bring it back to Anna. She'll either go to me or my mom, or sometimes if she throws it in the wrong direction, the dog won't get it at all. It's like you threw it that way and you're supposed to throw it that way, and Anna will stand there, doggy, get the monkey, get the monkey.
Hello, Dystopia. We are having a little bit of a wind down with some
Look at it.
Roy puppy cam time.
Almost brought the whole bed with him.
I'm kind of surprised he didn't, to be honest.
Yes, got it.
And then she'll tug at it a little bit, but she's a lot more gentle with Anna because tiny human. With me and Mom, she'll fight more, and then she doesn't like the sound of the squeak. So if we can get at the squeaker, she kind of like backs off.
First thing Sasha does with any toy we get her is surgically remove the squeaker.
That's Princess. That's what Princess does. She loves squeakers so much.
Oh, she doesn't love them. It's just this toy is defective. It has an extra bit in here. Let me fix it.
Roy will dissect the squeaker out of the toy and then play with just the squeaker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's Princess.
It's the opposite. She is the opposite of that. I just want the toy. The sound is not necessary and it's interrupting my ideal play. Very. very particular. So we are now caught up on Slow Horses. And I have to say, for anybody who likes spy thrillers, I really do like this show. I like the suspense of it. We were trying to figure out what a word is, because there is a couple in the show that whatever the opposite of shipping is, I have that for them. Like, I don't want something bad to happen to either of them. I just want them to break up. Their relationship repulses me, and I do not like it. It is bad. It is bad for both of them. They should break up. I'll be so happy if and when they finally break up. So whatever the exact opposite of shipping is, I don't know if there's a word for this, but there should be. I have that.
Shopping. Ship shop.
So I have my settings set up for various areas leading up to the main story, and I have the various groups that I need to clearly explain what happened to get to where they are. So the article that just went up today on the Cenotaph has a cryptic note that after the Aradin were outlawed in Shinari space, but it doesn't explain what they did to get outlawed or why they were kicked out. And so it's a good thing to do to kind of within your articles find ways to springboard you out. Yeah, I'm CE Dorset over on World Anvil, and all of my worlds should be linked below. I'm currently working in the Baron's End world for the Arsalam Hour event, which will culminate in a tabletop role-playing game and several books being released. And other things that I'm not going to talk about yet. I want to, but I'm not. But yeah, seeding little things to help to keep you going forward. Because the biggest thing when you're thinking about world building is you have to look at it in terms of inertia and momentum. So what will keep the ball rolling? Any world building article that you work on, or any bit of world building that comes to a dead end, is not helpful for you. It will not spark further story, and it's just, it could be a nice fact to know, and maybe you should note it somewhere, but you should always be thinking, what does this lead to? What happens after this? What happened before this? What leads out of this? And keep everything connected in that kind of a way. And just so you know, we don't know when we're going to be doing it next year, but there's a very good chance that I'm actually going to be doing a world building course next year. And by that, I don't mean like the one that's already over on the Myth Weaving podcast, where I talked about how to build a world. I'm talking about an actual world building course where we will be reviewing each other's work. There will be assignments, like actually like learning how to do it with critique and the whole 9 yards. Not just, I could make videos for YouTube if I just wanted to make that kind of a thing. Like, I want it to be a hands-on learning experience for the people that are in it. And we're looking at getting that set up for next year.
January 1st, right?
I don't know exactly when we're going to be doing it. It's definitely in the plans. We have a long list of things that we're going to be rolling out next year, and I'm very excited to be doing something like that, because it's probably going to be one of those like several month courses where we'll be meeting like once a week or once every couple weeks, giving people time to do stuff in the interim. Because I think having that time where you can come back and have critique and conversation and share your work and be able to learn helps with learning. So
you have 4 weeks, lol.
Yeah, I'm not sure when we're going to be starting that, but it is definitely planned, and I'm very excited to be doing it. I'm gonna reach out to some friends of mine that are really good and see if I can talk some of them in, because I've been hanging out with writers for a really long time, and there are a couple that I would love to bring in on that, but they don't like doing on camera stuff. So I'm going to see if I can talk them into doing some videos that we can watch of them talking, so they don't have to be there in person. If you're subscribed to this channel, that's a good place to start. If you subscribe to if you go to projectshadow.substack.com and subscribe to my newsletter there, I will be announcing it there when we go to do it. At least one of the people that I'm thinking of, if I said the term VTuber to him, I'm really curious what his response would be. I 100% am sure he does not know what this word means. I am really curious what he would think it means, though. Might have to try that one just to see what the response is that I get. That could be really fun. I also have a friend, a different friend, who has created a wonderful horror universe, and I would love to get her on to get her perspective, because mine is very sci-fi fantasy based, and I love her books. If you've not read the Nights series by Marion Rich, a really fun book, and that's Nights, Night, Nights, Knight. She's got a lot of other books out, and she writes under like 12 pen names. Like, she's one of the most, she, like Laura, is one of the most prolific writers that I know. Apparently, if you want to be prolific, do horror or romance, and you just can't stop writing. Like, these are like,
Oh, is that my problem? I'm in the wrong genre to be writing prolifically.
oh, I feel like it. Like, every romance writer and horror writer I know is like, I have a new book coming out next month. Like, didn't you have a new book come out last month? Yeah. Like, is this an actual book or novella? No, it's a full book. And you had time to do this one? You know, well, I was in the other one. I had this idea, and I just like smacked it out real quick. And why are you like this? Why are you like this? Why can't I be like this? I do write some romance fantasy, but not as much romance as I want to. I do have a romance series I want to do, but there's definitely a cozy romance series that I'm definitely going to do before that. I just need to get some of the other stuff out of the way. I'm just saying, every romance writer I know is like crazy prolific. Like, the only people that I would say are more prolific are the comic book writers that I know, and that's just because, one, scripts don't take as much time to write, so technically they're getting a lot of books written, but they're for like 22-page, 22-page scripts for a comic, and that's an evening's worth of writing on a good caffeine-fueled night. Because also comics scripts are so much more fun to write. But I would need to know artists first. But yeah, there's going to be a lot going on in the new year that I'll be talking about more once we get closer. There'll be all kinds of surprises. Hi, Joe. I like how her camera stuttered and then suddenly Joe. I don't know if that's how it happened for everybody else, but it was like magic. Because there was no one there, and then bing. Alrighty. We have gone over our allotted time for.
I kind of think it's funny that he's like almost a headless, just talking person with where he is. Like,
Okay, so I feel like I have to preface this with it's a Futurama reference because it's an older show and a lot of people might not get it. But yes, it's the headless body of Joe. Alrighty. Does anybody have anything they want to say before we run off into the great beyond?
Everybody here has a Substack. You should totally follow them because everybody has really great content. Carrie just had a really great essay that came out yesterday, I think it was. It was fantastic. So
And you
check
should get
hers
Carrie's
out.
book.
Yes.
You
Check
should
out her
definitely
book
get
as
Carrie's
well.
book.
And Laura just had a thing come out on Substack too. That was pretty interesting. Your things that you're doing. I always enjoy reading those. So yeah, go check it. And the nice thing is we're all following each other on Substack. So if you follow one of us, it makes it very easy to follow the rest of us.
This is very true because we are, I believe, all recommending everyone. I actually have 2 people that I do not know who are recommending one of my Substacks, and I'm just like, I've made it. Strangers are recommending me. Like, oh, my brain worked weird. Anybody have anything else before I hit buttons? Because with my back being the way it is, the buttons shall be unmashed. Alrighty. Take care of yourselves. Remember the Friday stream. My Friday stream is moving over to my Creations Paths YouTube channel, and we are going to be talking about decolonizing darkness and befriending it. So that will be, I want to say fun, but maybe not fun for some people. Like we won't do triggering things, but it's going to be working through some stuff. Alrighty. Have the fun, y'all. Bye.
Bye.